Okay guys, hey, welcome, and today I'm Enroy. This is my second video for the day, and let me just pull this out real quick. Today I'll be doing a manga recommendation on Love Hina. Have a look at that. So, Love Hina, this video is going to be on my blog. If you haven't already read my blog, it's about Keitaro Urashima, who is 19 at the time, and he's trying to get into Tokyo U, which is actually Todai University, which is Tokyo University, because of some childhood promise that he made with this girl years ago, because they loved each other and he was going to meet her and get married with her, and etc, 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 etc. Let us change. So so he ends up failing 3 times. Yes, this kid is dumb. 3 times he fails, and he becomes a Ronin, which is, a Ronin is kind of someone who doesn't pass their challenge entrance exam, etc, 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 which means he's a 3rd year Ronin because he hasn't passed the test again to Tokyo U. So as to this, his grandmother Hinata, I think that's her name, decides to leave her girl's dorm because she basically wants to travel the world or go on a holiday and a retreat. So Keitaro ends up becoming the landlord of the inn. This manga now I'm going to tell you is your typical harem manga. Well, I take that back. This is supposed to be the forefather, the pioneer, the maker of the harem genre as we know it. Harem being one guy, 1,000 girls, or mainly I'd say about 6 or less girls, maybe even more, because this is more. And how he interacts with them around him. It could be a guy who's put into a situation where he's around a lot of girls that end up loving him off in the end, or he wants or dreams for this and it ends up becoming true, etc, etc, etc. Let's move on. So he becomes the landlord. He meets Naru first, which in the anime, is different. He meets Shinobu first, but I'm not going to get into that. Who's the second main protagonist. That is correct, who he thinks is the girl of his promises at first, but I'm not going to do any talk about the plot twists or anything yet, but I basically gave it away. But yeah, he meets her, he thinks that she's the one. He ends up falling in love with her pretty quick too, so fair enough. And throughout the manga, it's basically about how he interacts with the other girls in the dorm, his fight to find this girl that he made this promise with, his determination to get into Tokyo U, and basically how his love with Naru grows. And it's quite, like, people always slate the harem genre a lot and love it a lot, but I feel that as the manga is better than the anime, I don't know, just the reading of it, and it goes into more depth into the characters and you understand them better. And I mean, I like Love Hina mainly because of the time kind of aspect of it, like, you start off with Keitaro from the age of 19. By the end of the manga, at like chapter 128 I think it is, or 23, sorry, probably 23, he's 26, right, he's 26, okay, he old. Like, say, Shinobu, who's 12 at the start of the manga, she's like 19 or 20 or something, I don't know, like, she's over 16, let's put it that way. She's like 18 probably, yeah, by the end of the manga. And it just shows the aspect of how the characters grow throughout. And I mean, they do that a lot with other mangas, like Naruto, where, Naruto's like, I think he's like 11 or 12 at the start of the manga in the anime, I think so, and he's like 16 at the start of Shippuden. I don't know how old he is by the end of Shippuden. I would like to guess he's 18, but there's not really been that age, because I haven't finished the manga yet, you see, but I guess that there is an age difference by then. Also, One Piece does it, but that's only a 3-year difference. Love Hina does it big time, because it's kind of like a slice of life kind of manga too, because it's not really fantasy and stuff like that. It's just a life of a guy who's trying to find the love of his life, and how he gets into the university of his dreams and lives out his times. And I love that. I mean, you see him mature as a character, and you see all the other characters mature as well, and it kind of feels like you're being put into this life that they're living, and beautiful to experience. Now, this manga has 14 volumes, which I think the last 2 volumes, like this epilogue 2, which is from the anime, which is basically Love Hina again. I think that's the last, no. I think it's the last 4 volumes, because that's when Keitaro's sister comes in. So yeah. The manga and anime are different, but so far I'm preferring the manga. The anime has really good changes and really good additions into it, but because I'm becoming more of a manga nerd now, the manga rules for me. I really suggest that you guys read this. I mean, it's not even that ecchi, to be honest. Back when I was like 12 and watching the anime, I thought, oh my god, this is the most ecchi thing I've ever watched. The panty shots, the bras, it's not that bad. Compare Love Hina to High School DxD, or compare Love Hina to Seikon no Quasar, or Queen's Blade, or To Love Rude Darkness, then come back to me and then tell me which one's the edgy one here, please. But at 12 years old, that was enough for me. I was content. My eyes were like burning. Like, what is this I'm seeing before me? It's magical. So yeah, that's basically it. So I really recommend you guys, if really love Hina, you don't have to even buy the manga like I did. I bought the whole full set off eBay. I didn't even care. Like, just read it on Manga Fox or something. It is great and you'll love every minute of it. Highly agree and recommend. Peace.